but now it is. Okay, so same again.
Yeah.
Heavy acceleration. Wants to tell you to accelerate. And then really, really hard. Well, I'm going to let you go a little bit further this time and tell you to brake.
Okay.
So on you go. So smoothly on the accelerator to start with. Bit more power. Keep going. Bit more. Now power. Even more. Even more. Now brake. Really hard. Harder. Now, is there anything else you could feel? Could you feel the seat belts tensioning and pulling you back?
Yeah.
Can you hear the hazard lights going on as well? That's automatic. Yeah, carry on. So if you're in a real life situation, accident situation, everyone around you is going to be warned of what's going on. Round towards the left again. How's that in the back?
That's fun. Oh,
So are you driving then?
I've done a few lessons. I need to get back on it really.
So you're actually you're not actually learning at the moment then?
No. I need to start again soon.
And then we're going to turn left again. And then you'll see there's some other cones on the left hand side there. And it says number 1 on the road surface. So we're going to go between number 1 this time. This one's a little bit different. So carry on up to number 1 there and stopping there. Looking up ahead, you can see we've got these cones across the road. Now, I'm sure when you've been driving, has anyone ever pulled out in front of you?
Yes.
Right, so that's what we're kind of thinking of those cones being. You're going along the road, 40 miles an hour, something pulls out in front of you. But last second you see it or realise that that's coming out in front of you. So what would you normally do?
Brake.
Yeah. Now, if you're in a skiddy situation, if you brake really hard, what's going to happen?
Skid.
You're going to go straight through the cones or the car. But because you get anti-lock braking on this car, it stops you from skidding and also allows you to steer as well. So you're going to be going straight towards those cones around about 40. You're going to wait for me to tell you to brake, and it's going to be about 10 feet away from those cones. I mean, literally, you won't even be able to see those cones when I tell you to brake.
Okay.
Yeah? And at the same time as braking, you will need to steer towards the right hand side to avoid them. So really, we're kind of braking, lane changing, and then keeping the brake on until we come to a stop.
Braking as hard as what we just.
As you did there, yeah. Now, if you did this on your car, you'd go straight through the cones and you'd probably spin. So you can only do this with anti-lock braking. Okay, let's go. About 40, and straight towards those cones. So keep going up to 40. Keep going. That's it. Keep going. You're almost there. Keep going. Braking.
That's incredible. I didn't.
Absolutely, it worked, didn't it?
I didn't even see it.
Didn't it?
No.
When I told you to brake. Well, you didn't hit that. In fact, can you see over like behind my shoulder that way? Just literally through that way.
Yeah.
You can just see the cones now. So it stops, even in a wet condition, at about 15 feet. Carry on. You do really well. A lot of people will chicken out way before they get there. The older people usually always chicken out. Literally about 40 feet away before I can even see the cones. They've started to turn away. Around. Should we do that again?
Yeah.
I suppose I do leave it a little bit late. We might leave it a little bit later though this time.
Okay.
Just a tiny bit.
It's not going to damage it if I go into a cone.
They're only cones. They're
Yeah.
plastic.
I know, but
No.
it's a beautiful car.
It's a beautiful car. Yeah, no, it is a beautiful car, but no, they won't damage. There's no concrete in there. You can carry on through. You don't need to stop this time. Not to start with. On you go. About 40, as I said. When I tell you to brake, really hard on brakes. That's about the right speed. Braking! Now that time you did stick in it very slightly, didn't you?
Okay.
Good, that worked anyway. We'll come back to that in a bit. Alright, so now you know we've got a bit of braking ability, we've got a bit of steering ability as well. It's going to help you on some of the stuff that we're going to do now as well. Now, not only have we got a nice damp area here today, but we've actually got a simulated ice surface. Have you ever, I mean I know you're from Cornwall, but have you ever been in ice before? In snow?
Not
Don't
really.
really get it in Cornwall, do you? Not really. Turning left. So you're 21 now, you've been at uni?
No, I'm at uni, but I'm be 21 on Monday. Is it Monday? Yeah, Monday.
Towards that side. So where are you at uni?
Plymouth.
Okay.
So-
I was going to go to Plymouth. I ended up
Yeah.
going to Portsmouth instead. Right, okay, so looking up ahead, you can see these cones up ahead of us, can't you? Okay, but it's slightly more shiny on that surface there, and that's because that surface is a simulated ice surface. There's no need to put any water on today because we've got it already. That surface though is silicon and oil. So worse than any surface you'd ever want to get on the road, like black ice. So, what do you think the stopping distance would be like compared to what we've just done? Bear in mind, behind us there, that was like twice normal stopping distance because it's wet. What do you think on this one?
Easily double, like more than
Even double that?
Yeah.
Right, okay, well it's about 10 times. So we're going to go down there just at 40 miles an hour. Want to take the brake really hard, and we'll just see how long it takes to stop. Yeah? On you go.
40. You said.
Yeah, just 40, yeah. So 40 feels quite slow, doesn't it, really? Because it's the normal sort of speed on the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
Braking fully, really hard. Keep the brakes on fully.
Oh my god.
So keep the brakes on fully.
Wow.
Now, as you can see, if we hadn't had that little bit of dry stuff at the end, we would have
Just
carried
carried
on. Yeah. So at 40 miles an hour.
Because that was full as well. Like.
I know. You were totally fully on the brakes, and the car was like bumping away on the brakes as hard as it could. It was keeping you controlled. You weren't, going left and right. But yeah, that's the difference. If you have a bit of ice on the road, you're talking that sort of stupid amount of stopping distance. And also, that's in a car where we stop exceptionally quick as well. Carry on. So it's just something to think about, really.
Yeah.
If you ever get really cold, like minus something conditions, be really careful around towards the right. Now, as I said, that was at 40. What sort of difference would 30 mile an hour make?
Oh, quite a bit, surely.
Would it be a quarter, or?
I couldn't.
You think it would make some difference? Wouldn't
I
you?
should imagine it would make a fair bit of difference.
Yeah, I'll tell you right here. It actually makes half. So you change your speed by about a quarter, and you're going to change your stopping distance by about half. So let's try that as well. So let's go down there just to 30. And then again, when I take the brake really hard. So carry on up to 30. And this feels so slow when you're at 30. You're almost at 30 now, there we go. Keep it at 30, a little bit off. A little bit off. Braking fully. Really hard, really hard, really hard. And actually that was more than 30 when you started, that was 34. So we've just changed our speed by 6 miles an hour. And we've changed more than half the stopping distance.
Yeah.
On you go.
You can still feel it really slippery. Like.
Oh yeah, it's really slippery still. Now what would happen if I tried to do a lane change on there then? Like, you think?
Gone.
It won't actually.
No.
No, because you've got anti-lock braking, you see. And you know how we did earlier on, that little lane change on the damp area? You managed to do that, didn't you? Well, that's the same as what we're going to do on here.
Okay.
Let's do it at 30 miles an hour then. So this one, I want you to think about the idea of being on a dual carriageway. You're going along the road, in front of you, the lane comes to a complete stop. Again, that's probably something that's happened to you as well.
Yeah.
So, a little bit further, up to the white line. Stop there momentarily. Now, imagine this area in front of us, this shiny area between the cones. Imagine that's 2 lanes.
Okay.
Yeah, so imagine you've got 2 lanes, dual carriageway, you're on the right lane, the outside lane, and then in front of you a lorry stops. Yeah? You want to hit the brakes, keep braking, and then move towards the left-hand side. Let's do 30 miles an hour. Now the steering is not going to be kind of a real flick of steering, it's just going to be a little guiding action. But keep the brake on all the way through this and see what happens. On you go. A little bit more towards your right, that's it. That's it, exactly it. Is that 30 now? That's 30 now. Braking fully, really hard. There you go. Carry on. Easy.
Smooth.
And you can see now that was actually 30 rather than 36. So you see the real difference.
Yeah.
On you go. Fortunately, your micro wouldn't do that.
Don't rub it in.
No, that's okay. That's okay. But is that your first car?
Yes.
Well,
It's come from down from the family
Yeah,
as well.
that's
My grandma
good.
had it from the showroom, then my mum, now me.
really?
Cute little
No, it's a
thing.
great little car. What do you call it?
Maisie.
Maisie. Why Maisie?
Don't know, my grandma. Don't know.
Maisie. The
Maisie
Nissan.
Micro.
Oh, Maisie. It's only right here. Again, and we're going to do some spinning this time. Do you want to do some spinning? Yeah, do you want to do some spinning?
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever spun a car before?
No, I did a tiny little drift and I was quite happy with that.
Right, okay, looking up ahead of us then, you've got the two cones. I want you to come over toward the left-hand side next to the Y barrier, but all this is really, really slow to start with. So carry on over towards the left, heading forwards that way,
Okay.
and then you see there's a blue and white big barrier.
Yeah.
Head over towards that one.
What
And
speed?
just really, really slow, so you slow right down. And then what we're going to be doing, slowing right up before you get to that barrier. And then almost stopping and then turning across that way, towards the right.
No?
Yeah, and stopping gently completely there. Right, okay, put the wheel straight. Keep that brake on. Right, imagine that you're at a T-junction and you turn left towards Mercedes-Benz there. Down towards those trees, down this road. It's a wet day. From the right hand side though, you've got maybe a big juggernaut coming along. As you move out in front of this juggernaut, you realise we've misjudged it. So you have to have a bit of power to get out in front. Because if you stopped, it's going to hit you anyway. Okay, so you'll need a bit of power and head that way. See what happens.
Okay.
You ready? Round towards the left, bit of power. Bit of power. Whee! And off the power. As you can see, it's a nice little pirouette. Excellent, well done. Out towards the sign there. Yeah, obviously that's going to be a bit of a bad situation, isn't it? It would be nice.
It would. It's fun,
Control.
but I don't think it would be.
Round towards the right. It wouldn't be kind of the best situations if that really was a lorry though. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and get you to control that skid.
Okay.
So you're going to feel the car skidding, and then you're going to try and intervene, pull the car straight. So what would you do? Any
Try and go
ideas?
the other way.
Yeah, the natural thing is try and go the opposite way, isn't it? And right. Now, what's caused the skid?
Too much power.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, what do you think you're going to do with the power?
Slow down.
Yeah. So come over that way. Don't use any brake. Same aim again. So if you can position us again. So don't use any brake at all, but come off the power completely and turn the opposite way of the skid. Once you feel the car skidding.
Okay,
Yeah?
the opposite.
Well, just come out towards that white line, come to a stop, and then you can just explain to me what I want you to do around towards that side. And
Same
a bit
position.
further, yeah, exactly the same. And stop in there. So the car's going to skid which way?
That.
The front end's going to go that way, isn't it?
But the back, like that.
But the back's going to go like that. Yeah. So which way do you turn?
Right.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. So the opposite way to the skid. So literally, car's going that way. You're going to turn that way.
Is it going to like?
Yeah. Yeah. And you want to come off the power as soon as you feel the car skidding. So I'm probably going to guide you. I'm probably going to say, come off the power, turn lots. Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a go. So turn left first of all. Bit of power. Off the power. More turn that way. Now that was the right things to do. There was a
Too
bit of a
slow.
time delay.
Alright.
Go around here outside these blue cars. Everyone has that time delay, don't worry. But you did the right things. You did exactly the right things. And then if we go across that way, just want to be a bit quicker.
By a bit, you're being polite, aren't you? You mean a lot quicker.
I mean, exceptionally quickly. Going towards that side. And then sit around towards the left, and you can carry on. Half the power, more turn that way. Go. Ooh, almost. Better.
That's hard.
Yeah. And then what you need to do is actually come off the power even quicker, even earlier. So as soon as you feel that car skidding, off the power. Yeah?
Am I going onto the brake?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
If you find yourself going towards barriers, then we'll go on the brake. But you won't need to before that. Okay? So over that side. Let's try it again. Around towards the left then. Around towards the left. Bit of power. Off power. More turn.
I think I felt it then, but
Yeah. I like the pirouettes anyway. carry on.
Looks
Carry on
pretty.
down towards the end. Am I a bit sarcastic?
Slightly.
Yeah. It's the best form of humour, I believe. Round towards the right. So, we'll do one more time. This time, you
Is this
are
the
going to
one?
manage it. You are. This is the one where you're going to succeed. You're going to show me how it's done.
Don't add too much pressure.
Drum roll.
No.
We can organise that. We can ask for a drum roll on the
I
radio.
don't think it's needed.
Over towards the left hand side. And then slowing down. So bring the car almost to a stop. Almost to a stop. Over that way slightly, that's it. Around towards the left. Bit of power, that's enough, off the power. That's it. And you caught it.
Almost.
Drum roll. Yeah, no, that was much better, wasn't it? You're actually in the right direction.
Yeah,
So,
that's
absolutely.
always a good thing.
So that's good. Well done. Now, around towards that side. You might have heard of ABS. You had heard of ABS, hadn't you?
Yeah.
But had you heard of ESP, traction control? You wouldn't.
Probably, but not actually.
Not really know
no.
what it was, right? Okay. So what do you think it would do? Traction control stops maybe a skid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I going in?
Round towards the right. So ABS stops a skid really when you're braking.
Okay.
Traction control stops a skid when you're accelerating.
Okay.
So that's what we've got on this. So I've now turned traction control back on again. I'm going to do the same exercise, exactly the same. This time you can be pretty stupid. You can literally floor it and keep it floored and guide the car. And the car will help you. Now I'd never ask you to do this on the road, that would be ridiculous. But you'd be putting too much faith in the car then. Round towards that way. But it will work here. That's it. So round towards the left. Loads of power, keep it on. Keep it on. Do you see how different it is? It's not
that's
nearly
ridiculous.
as bad. Yeah? But if you just go around that way again, you still came off the power slightly. This time, keep the power on though when you're going around there. And you'll find it will control it completely.
I was expecting it to still go.
Yeah, you're expecting it still
really
to go,
off.
yeah. So over that way again, you can start turning, that's it. And then around towards the left, full power around this way, keep the power on, that's it, full power, full power. There you go. And now turn left to right. Yeah? So you can now see what traction control does and why you'd have this ESP traction control system on a car like this. So you came in your dad's car, didn't you?
Yeah.
What car's he got?
Golf.
Okay, so that's got ESP. Right? So he's got a car with ESP on and he's got more power, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is it a diesel?
No, petrol. It's 1.8 or 2 is.
Yeah.
It's got.
litre probably.
Is it twin turbo? I think.
Yeah, so it's 2 litre. Okay, and then one more time at trying this without the traction control on. So this again is going to be you doing the work.
Is this the really skiddy one?
This is really skiddy again.
Where I need to do it quick. And don't
Yeah.
always run.
So slow right down. And remember, you're not going to use that much power this time.
Okay.
So that's it, nice and gently. Around towards the left. That's enough power. Off the power, more turn. It's not so bad as that first time though, is it? Not nearly as bad. So we're getting there. But we've got more skiddy stuff to show you. Where you might actually be able to control that. So up to the stop sign here. And then you'll notice we've got another circle. Gonna go straight across there. That's it. Does this look familiar? You know, when Zach was spinning his wheels.
Yeah,
in
I'm
that
not
little white
expecting.
car. Was he quite silent here, or was he talking his way through it?
He was talking, but then when he really needs to concentrate, he was.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd say. Literally, because I was in the car in front.
Oh, we were the one that was like up your bum when you were like doing.
Oh, no, I was the one behind then. I was the one behind. Over towards that side. Bit of power. Whee! Now, you know how Zach was controlling it nice and gently in a drift all the way around?
Yeah.
Now you can actually see how difficult it is. A little blip of power. More turn this way, more turn, more turn. Off
What?
there.
How is that even possible?
Exactly. Turn the key round one, click this way, and then turn it back on again. All the way. That's it. And then round towards this side, keep going around. So that, you can now see all the way around how much kind of, all the way around this way, keep turning this way. And you can see just how much work we have to do on trying to get the car drifting. So over this way now, that's it, nice and gently, not too fast. Little blip of power. Hard left, hard left, hard left, hard left. Almost there, but you got the power on a bit too early. So you caught the skid. You notice when it goes backwards, this car, it actually turns the engine off. So if you turn the engine off again, one more click and then back all the way around. Oh yeah, Zach said to me that he said to you, well you said, oh I'm going to do this later, and he said, oh yeah, we don't do quite this thing. You know, and you won't be quite doing this thing. But
Apparently so.
yes, but you are actually doing it, so there you go. Remember that. Little blip of power. Also left. That's it. Left, 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 left. That's it. A bit more power. Left, 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 left. Off power, off power. Right, so you notice that a little bit at the start, you managed to do it. You managed to do it, but obviously
But
that
only
was
for a tiny.
100th of what you know you'd have to do to get all the way around. Turn the key around again, one click, and then all the way on. Another time, we're going to try again. You have got the most powerful car here, though. It's going to be the more difficult one. It might even be more difficult than the car that was in. So a little bit this way. That's it. So following around, not too much speed. A little blip of power, a little blip. Hard left, hard left, hard left, hard left, hard left. Yeah, that way. let's go in the other direction. And then, if you're going the other direction, which way do we need to turn? It's going to be opposite way,
Right.
isn't it? Yeah, so the car's going to go that way, so you're going to be turning that way instead. So give it a go, a little blip of power. That way. That's it. Excellent, look at that, perfect. Try again. Left, that's it.
That's ridiculous.
Round towards this side. Oh, the other thing to mention as well, that's obviously on the slow surface. You know, after we went around a few times, then we picked up our speed and followed
Yeah.
each other. Well, that's at 60, 70 miles an hour, right? Rather than 10. Right? That's the other thing to mention here. So a little blip of power. Little blip. That way, more turn, more turn. Ooh, that's good. Bit of power. That's it. That way. That way. Off power, off power. Now power. Good. Ooh, wrong way.
So
That was
turn
good. That was
right?
getting better. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you turned a little bit too much one way. Round towards that side. That was
That's
really good though.
difficult.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really difficult. It's we do make it look a bit too easy, don't
Yeah,
we?
that's not fair.
That's it.
Which
And then carry on round. We'll do one more time of this. I want you to almost get it. Little blip of power. More turn that way. More turn. More turn. More turn. That's it.
has it literally got to be on full lock
Yeah.
the whole time?
Yeah, literally, when you're catching it, it's almost full lock. But it really depends on how much accelerator and how vicious that spin is. Around this way. So let's try again, but literally almost full lock to catch it. So, oh, wait a minute. Flip of power. More full lock. Full lock. That's And then, of course, there we are. Traction control's back on again. Now see what it's like with this on. You can actually put your foot flat to the floor. Flat. All the way. All the way. All the way. All the way.
What the hell?
All the way. All the way. All the way. Keep the power up.
Oh my god.
And it's going to turn. Don't worry. There we go. Is that extraordinary?
That's like incredible.
Actually good. And then it's going off. This is the difference.
slight bit of difference there.
And carry on. We're going to go on to another part now. We're going to do a bit of speed. We're going to go on the circuit. So a little bit faster. So you enjoying this?
Yeah.
It's different, isn't it? It's much better as a driver. Around that way. So up to the 30 limit, then we turn left, and then we go to the next shelter. Yeah, it's much better when you're driving it, I think. How you feeling about it? You right?
Yeah, I just want to have a go now.
You know, you have to get your driving license. You see, turning left here. So around you go to the side.
Which way?
This way, left here. On you go. Right, so as you can see, sharp the corners. It's where you went around with Zach as well. Though he didn't really go that fast around here. You're actually going to be going a bit faster than he was.
Okay.
Because when we go around here, on the display, we have the traction control fully on. So that's why we're slightly sideways. But we've got it on, which means we can go much faster. So on you go. Even more. And braking firmly, lightly off, and then through the corner towards the right hand side, and then gently increase the power. So keep going, a little more power. That's it. And then around, and again, a little bit of power. See how slippery it is, you can feel it, can't you? And then around. That's it, not too heavy on the steering, a bit more power. Get rid of the birds. Towards the right. Keep going. It, a little more power, keep going, around towards left, gently increase the power, keep going, that's it, braking firmly, through the corner towards the right. Now you see there's an orange cone, head out towards that one, and then over towards the other one, a bit more power, and that means it'll be a bit more of a shallow line for the corners. That's it, carry on. You notice I grabbed the wheel there. Braking there. Did you notice the car moving a bit? I was just making sure it didn't move too far.
Thank you.
That's a real pleasure. That's why I'm here. Keep going around. Bit of power. Over towards the right hand side. And then through. Now we've got in a setting which hasn't got very much power at the moment. Well, eco settings that was. So now we're going to put a little bit more power on, but you need to be a bit careful, that's all.
Okay.
So through here, so smoothly on that power, and then there we go. You're receiving?
Hi Roger, just to let you know your afternoon's changed slightly. You're going to have a kids 4x4 hour at 3 o'clock and then an adult 4x4 hour at 4 o'clock.
Okay, no problems.
Thank you.
So keep going. A little bit of power. Firmly on the brakes now. That's it. Through the corner towards the right with a little bit more power. Keep going. Go on a bit more. That's it. Getting a little tiny bit more power. Around. A little more power. And again, a little more power. And then through again, a little bit of power. Over to the left. A bit more power. That's it. Braking firmly. And then through. A little more power. Over towards this side slightly. Then through, not too much power yet. Keep going a little bit, but not too much. And then onto the power.
Sorry.
There we go. Hard on the brakes. That's it. And then we're in.
How fast was that even going? I can't even
100. Round towards the right. And then you carry on. Let's do another lap. But you see, when you go onto the power, you just have to be a little bit careful on the way that you put it on, rather than all of it on, just smoothly as you put it on. That's it, you can keep going.
I think because it is so smooth, I kind of forget that it's like that powerful,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Because suddenly it kicks in, doesn't it? Carry on, man. You can do another lap. This is actually a twin turbo, so the reason why it's sudden on that power is where the second turbo kicks in. So, carry on, bit of power. So, through again, and then smoothly increasing that power again. Over towards this side, smoothly increasing it. A little bit more, keep going, keep going, keep going. Bit more, bit more, bit more. And all the way. Hard on the brakes. Smoothly up. And then through the corner. You're happy in the back, aren't you?
I'm sliding around all over this leather seating. I'm like, from one end to the other.
You're using the whole seating there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it, carry on, they go away. They're only birds. Only blackbirds. Oh, let's do another lap.
I felt that I can feel that that time.
Yeah. Keep going. A bit more. That's it. Turning, that's it. Over towards your side, then a bit more power. Around towards this way. A bit more. Brake firm. Yeah, that's great. And then through again. And then smoothly increase the power again. Over towards the left again. Orange cone. Keep going. A bit more. A bit more. A little more. A little more. A little bit more. Now power. Great. And brake. Smoothly. Lightly off and then through the corner. A bit more power. That's it. And round. See then?
You know that you've got a 4x4 hour after your drive.
Yeah, do you want me to come around to the cafe side or do you want me to come around to the kids side? Carry on,
Just
I think.
be fine. I've got you.
Excellent, thanks very much. And then we'll turn right again. And we'll give you another little go on the way to circle. And what we could do, we've just got enough time at the end. We could just give you a quick demonstration because you've not been in the car when it's been drifting, have you? So around towards the right, so we could do that. If you go that way, yeah. And then following around toward the left-hand side, ESP is going off again, traction control's going off. So that's off now. A little bit off the accelerator. And this is going to be a fast spin. Braking there.
Oh, that was so close.
That's it. Bit more power. That's it. Hard left, hard left. That's it. Then straight that way. That's it. Good. Really nice. Good.
Oh, okay.
Bit more power. That's it. Bit more power. Still power. That was much better though. Sometimes when you have a little break between trying it, then it's better.
That's what I said. You know when you're learning how to drive and when you've
Yeah.
had enough, your brain just shuts off.
Yeah, and
I
then it's
said would it-
frustrating, isn't it? Yeah, when you do find that kind of block when you keep on trying. Try again. There we go. Off that, off that, off that, off that. There we go. Then a little bit more power. Off the power slightly. And then a little bit more power. And then a little tiny bit more power towards the right. Off the power, off the power. Left. A bit more power towards the right. You've just drifted half a circle. A little bit more power towards the right. Off the power, off the power, off the power. A bit more power towards the right. Off the power. A little bit more power towards the left. No! A bit more power towards the right now. Off the power. A bit more power again. Hard left. That's it. A little to the right. Hard left.
Ah!
That was really good. Really, really good. So let's try that again just from here. So gently. That's it. Keep it on a bit more. And then hard left. That's enough. Hard left, hard left, hard left. A little tiny bit more power. Off the power slightly. That's it. A bit more power. Off the power slightly. A bit more power. Perfect.
Is she doing the
Off
concentrating
personally.
thing?
Yes, I am. Shut up.
And some people do this with their tongue out, literally trying to concentrate. Other people have their mouth wide open and
I'm
stare.
just staring.
Maybe
It seems to be
blinking.
helping.
Okay. And that's it. But I think we can safely say that you've actually done a nice bit of drift there. So carry on round, come off there, and then we've just got enough time to just give you a very, very quick passenger lap round and show you just how quick we can go and what it feels like to drift around there as well.
We're going up there.
So coming off here, life is it's still good. So over by the side here and stop there. That's it, there's Zach there. And if you just pop around this side, we'll give you a just quick demonstration.
Oh, are we on?
Yeah, we are. That is the car that you were in, wasn't it? You were in that car on the display.
Yes.
Right, okay.
You're going to go home to Maze and be like,
I know.
what have I got?
I know. I think I might just walk. Might be less painful.
Minus 4. Right, okay, so.
Is this with it off?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's all off. So look, all I do, a bit of power. Holding the power on slightly. And you see my steering, I keep it almost the same all the way around. And now, you know, you're following on a display and you get a bit close to the car in front.
Yeah.
Use a bit of left foot braking. And you can slow the speed right down. And you can just hold it like that in a drift. And of course, if you want to, you can then go for a big spin, like this.
So sick.
And off here. Just like that. Right now, so I was saying that on the display we keep it nice and slow on the track, so we're going to get a bit faster. And yeah, we might be a little tiny bit sideways, but not much, just because it's wet really today. So through this corner, a bit of power. Braking firmly through the corner, and then over to this side, keeping the power on. Braking hard, and then setting
This is
gear
like
now.
ear pop.
Slightly sideways there, back into the power.
It's still so smooth.
And then, so you can see with this wet water, I'm having to literally catch the skid as I'm going around. I don't enjoy my job.
No, not at all. I think you wake up in the morning thinking, oh, I've got to go to work.
So through here,
Barry, go ahead.
Hi Barry, this is the call. There's some sales done for you for 3 o'clock.
back into the power band now. Through the corner, back. And off here. And then you'll like this one. Bit of a power slide.
Let me know when you're in your ML and I'll bring the guests over. Yeah, I'm already on the hard side waiting.
So a bit of power, holding it
I'll bring
sideways.
my for you.
Like that. You enjoyed that then?
Yeah,
And it's time to head back in.
it's gone so quick. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So did you know you were going to be going out on the display? Did
No.
they just announce it to you
yeah.
last second?
So
Yeah.
happy she still didn't have a clue.
What's that?
Really?
What's going on? Apparently we drove past like 3 signs, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea, oblivious.
Really? You had to put a helmet on as well.
Oh,
Did
at
it
that
mess up
point,
your
I
hair a
kind
bit?
of, yeah, well, I
Yeah.
wore a hat anyway, so
Oh,
luckily
see.
I fell asleep in the boat.
Yes, Bravo, Roger.
Yeah, receiving. I'm back at the cafe doors now.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, am I receiving 3-1?
There we go. And then I'll just turn off your video because you